Okay, welcome back to the channel. We've got a cracking little tip for you today to improve your putting. What's one of the worst things you can do with a putting? That's right, we get wristy. And this little aid with 2 simple T-pegs, a little bit of blue tack, is going to transform your putting. Okay, so what's one of the worst things we can do with putting? And we know it's getting the wrists involved. It's everything we're trying to do is to try not to get the wrists involved. We've ultimately got to get control of this club face, don't we? So if we get very sort of wristy, we break down, maybe not enough rocking from the shoulders, the club is always going to get delivered in various different ways and manners, and obviously we've got to control that start direction of the golf ball. So last thing we want to be doing is really sort of getting sort of like wristy and flicking the ball and losing control of that golf ball and its roll. And sometimes as a golfer, trying to control the wrist can be quite a difficult thing. You know, you really focus on the ball, the start line, the distance you're actually hitting the ball. And as we make the stroke, it's very easy to get these involved and maybe not get the shoulders involved. Okay, so try and limit these wrists through the stroke. 2 T-pegs, a little bit of blue tack. And we're just going to make like a cross with the blue tack, just mold it around one peg, pop the other peg on and just mold it around that, so you have something like that. Okay, so you can see a little cross effect. Now, every putter grip will have a hole in the top of it generally. Now, you might not have one of those, so if not, you might struggle doing this, but generally most grips will have a hole in the top of the grip. Obviously with this, we're just going to push one of the T-pegs in the top, so we create something looking like that. So we're going to have it in a position where the spike of the T-peg is on the left-hand side. So right-hand putter, club face is pointing this way, the spike is also pointing towards our target. And you might just want to just pull your sleeves up if you're doing this, and take your grip on the putter, okay? And what we want to try and do, get it in a position where just that little spike of the T-peg is just pushing in the inside of your forearm. So you might just have to adjust how far that T-peg sticks out. So I'm just going to push that a little bit more. Perfect, there we go. Just secure that a little bit, like so. So I take my grip now on the putter where I feel comfortable, and I can just feel that T-peg just sticking on the inside of my forearm. Now imagine as you're making a stroke now and we get wristy, we would take the putter back and maybe start to do this. The right hand gets involved a little bit. We start to create like a cupping of that lead wrist. Okay, now if that was to happen, what you'll see is that separates now from the inside of your forearm. So I can't feel that contact now, so that's instant feedback. I've got a little bit wristy in the stroke. So going back to the position where that's just sticking into the inside of my forearm, I can feel that. I want to feel that contact all the way through the stroke now. Like so. There you go, I can feel that contact there. It's not separating, and you can see there now, no wrist hinge at all. Okay, so once we've had a couple of like little practice strokes, a little bit of a feel of that, keeping that contact of that T-peg in the inside of your forearm, let's hit some putts. So in a position, feel that contact and keep that contact there. Lovely, yeah. Feels very solid. Feels very much like I'm using my shoulders there now to make the stroke, which is obviously exactly what we want to be doing with a putting stroke. Sometimes you might just have to slightly reposition it just to make sure it's in position. There's my contact, keep that contact. Yeah, works really, really well. So all the things about, you know, train aids here, you know, little concepts like this is all about how you get your feedback through your practice sessions into, you know, you can stand there, hit putts in one spot and start to get a bit of a time in. You might be wristy, holding putts and everything, but then you get on the golf course, that pressure situation, that right to left putt, you're getting one go at it. You know, you've got to make sure you do the right thing. So with that can help you just calm the wrist position down, calm the hinge of the wrist down, start to let the body do a little bit more of that rocking, that pendulum action. As we also know with a putting stroke, then you're going to get a better control of that club face and hopefully get that ball starting online much better. Okay, so really, really simple one you can do at home. Great one for the winter, isn't it? Just practice your putting at home. You know, 2 T-pegs, bit of blue tack, that's all you need, and you can get some really instant feedback of how to control your wrist angles, control that club face, and hopefully you will hole more putts. Okay, appreciate you watching the video. There's going to be another video just popping up there, so you can go and check that one out as well. If you haven't subscribed and you enjoy the content putting out there, please just consider hitting that subscribe button, just ring that bell while you're there, hit the like button, and hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.